Okay. Camp Sunshine. Camp Sunshine is from the 14th, July 14th to the 21st. And I said that, okay, from the 14th. Yeah, for the 14th to the 21st. Right. So she's not even here. Greta is not home currently. What's good, Matt Pack? It's your boy Mac of our games, Master of None, and you already know what it is. I'm here to bring you another episode of what the fuck are we playing today. Today we're playing Scene Investigators. There are three cases. I think there's supposed to be a fifth one coming soon, but we did the tutorial last time. If you check me out, you know we have that big brain energy. That's the name of the save file, and I'm just trying, bro. I really enjoy this game. I wish it was more procedurally generated for the cases, so that, you know, every case is different. There is a game that's supposed to come out that's called the Enigma Files. That's kind of supposed to be similar to that. They did have a demo, an early release demo, and then they released the actual demo, early access demo, and then they made a actual demo for everybody to do. So if you are interested, do play that game. Sorry. Fuck. I'm dying. Anyways, before I almost killed myself and turned myself into an investigation, we playing this game. All right, we're going to do the fourth floor, the fourth floor, which is a difficulty of 1.5. The last file, the second one, the second case is 2 stars, and the missing case file, which is the third one, is only 1 star, which is funny to me. So the trial is as difficult as the actual first case, and then the last case they released is less difficult than that, which is weird to me, but whatever. I feel like it should increase the difficulty, but whatever, you know what I mean? Anyways, if you are interested in a procedurally generated game, do check out Shadows of Doubt. It's more Minecraft looking, but it's actually decent. I can't run it, otherwise I'd actually be playing and recording that more, because I am interested in games like this. I just can't play that game. It keeps crashing my computer for some reason, but it is what it is. I won't waste any more of your time. Thank y'all for checking me out, and let's get into this case. Let's use that big brick. Oh, there's different files for, not part of an exam grade average. Okay, let's go to apartment 401. Oh, a grade A is needed to pass this exam. Okay, so that means I have to pass that in order to. Oh, no, don't load bloodbath. I was confused. I confused myself. I didn't realize that I had to. I didn't realize I had to do that one first. Hey, get me out of here, loading screen. All right. What the hell wrong with my oh. Uh-oh. I gotta turn it off and turn it back on. Okay, we're gonna be back in a second. All right, we're back. Let's get into the break-in. I'm glad it's more than 3 extra episodes. I hope it's like 3 and then 4 and then 5. Like, and keep it increasing that. Hopefully this doesn't take long, because loading that other file was taking so long. I had to turn it off and turn it back on. If this takes too long, I'm just going to skip it until it actually loads. So, yeah. Never mind. Thank you. Thank you for the luck. All right, this is the situation, y'all. Late in the evening, a family home was broken into. The neighbor residing next door reported hearing multiple gunshots and dialed 911 to inform the authorities. What was left was a gruesome scene, and by carefully examining the details, can you piece together what happened? All right, that's what you want me to know? All right. Can I move around? I can move around. Oh, I can move around before. I don't know why I'm tripping. It's good. This game is low as hell. I'm about to say, where the music at? All right, my bad. All right, so we got the documentations. We got the situation. We just have to figure out what happened. Alright. Everything is not handed to me. We just gotta figure out what happened. They said it was a gruesome scene, so let's start with the gruesome scene. Oh my god. Okay. On first observation, it looks like the suspect spilled some paint as they tried to break in, and then they walked to the crib. Something happened with the baby. The footprints. Something happened where they came into this room and they shot the dude or a person in the head while they were on the ground. Interesting. The door area is accessible for the exam. All right, let's check out the places that need to be checked first. All right, we got excuse me, something to use to break open the door. No. This is on the outside. Can I bend over? That was on the outside. Alright, we got the New York Public Library. Alright, we got a number. We don't have an actual name. Somebody's a Metro Pass. Metro Pass. Okay. Whoa. Somebody wrote 680 Highcrest, Queens. They were looking for a specific address. Okay. Now the baby. Where is the baby? Did the baby monitor? There was a baby monitor. There was a baby monitor in this room, which means that they would have heard something they would have heard something, or somebody would have heard something. Where's that other baby monitor at? Here's the baby monitor here. No, I didn't. I don't want to look at the clues. Don't be helping me. So they had to come through the front door. I didn't even look at the clues. I just kind of saw something about a baby monitor, which is fine. Plastids. All right. Computer. Email. Okay. Not that this is important. Let's see. Hey, you did all you could. There's nothing more you could do. Person, I'm glad it's over. I don't care if he stays in jail or not. He could rot in there for all I care. I feel like you need time to heal and move on. If you need to talk or help with the kids, you know how to reach me. Now, am I Laura? Is this person Laura's? Because just from this email, it sounds like, and the way that the baby was looked at or probably taken. Hey, Mrs. Peterson, it's a woman. I knew it. Unfortunately, I don't be able to help you this month as I'll be out of town for most of July. However, I do have a friend who will be perfect for the job. She has a good track record, and I can personally vouch for her. Her number is 212-888-2853. Concerning changes to your address and name, we have processed the change to your address, 608. The updated address will show on your next bank statement. However, in order to properly have your name changed, we will need you to stop by the local branch for legal income. Okay. Schedule change. Hi, Brenda. With the care, the hours. Okay. All right. Enter the desired number. Call log. All right. So they called a couple numbers. I wish there was a thing with my documents, but all right. So here's the question: who broke into the apartment? Who was present during the break-in? And who was killed? And who was the killer? Okay. I have a flashlight. Oh, I have a notepad. I didn't know. Okay, I have a notepad. All right, so I have to actually write this shit down. All right, so Mrs. Peterson. All right, her name is, all right, the owner of the house is Brenda Peterson. She's a Mrs. Is it she's a Mrs. Peterson? Okay, close this, please. Is it Mrs. Peterson or Mrs. Peterson? It's a Mrs. Peterson. All right. So she had to be married to somebody else, Peterson? Mr. Peterson? Alright. Now, Mrs. Peterson, she needed to talk to someone who's Stacy referred Brenda to 212-888-2853. Now, I don't know if that's even significant. It may not be, but we'll see what happens with that. Concerning her changes to your address, right? We have processed the change to your address. Her address. This is the 4th floor of something. Or no, this isn't her. This is the address. This is the address. So it's 608 Highcrest Street, apartment number 401, Queens, New York, and 11375. Alright, so that's not really that important. That is important, but not really that important. Not to the exam anyways. Alright, so examine the call logs. So Brenda's number was 218. She called that at 10 a.m. She called Brenda at, no, she's referred to whoever it was at 10 a.m. These are all called in. Now, these are all a couple numbers that I don't know of, but it looks like she tried to call 911, but was unable to call 911 before she was shot. Now, I believe she was shot because there's, a thing there. All right, so we're looking around. Here we go. Here's something. All right, let's see. Temporary restraining order. All right, she got a temporary restraining order. Name of protected person was Brenda Peterson. Name of restrained person, it was Clyde. All right, Mr. Peterson is now named Clyde Kent Peterson. It's her ex-husband. Sorry. Was married to Clyde. They have one daughter. Together. The order expiration date. Okay, I'm confused by that. All right, so let's see. The order expires at the date and time of the hearing below. So it looks like, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. They have one daughter together. Name of daughter? What's the name of the daughter? Or what's the name of that child? That's funny. All right. So let's see. The email address was Colt Stanley. Oh, wait a second. So they had a restraining order. It was a restraining order, and the restraining order ended on February 3rd, 2005 at 3:10 p.m. Okay. What is the current day? What is the current day at this very moment? So he wasn't killed or jailed. He wasn't in jail. He was just moved. Also, he probably got shot. It may not have been him. It might have been her. Let me check the email real quick again, because I could have swore I saw Colt Stanley. No. Alta Home Care. Alright, so as far as we know, it is 2004. Alright. Contacts. Alright. Poop Pete. That's funny. Alright. Gabrielle's the plumber. I didn't write all the numbers down. Let's see. 7/16. So 7/16. Greta. Make appointments with Doc for Sarah's vaccinations. Buy Greta more paint and buy Greta forms. Make appointments with Doc for vaccinations. Buy Greta. Okay. So now we're okay. So they have one daughter. They have a daughter. I might use my mouse and keyboard because this controller's in the way. And I gotta keep typing every 6 seconds. Alright. They have one daughter. I don't know how to bring this up without the controller though. Let me see how to bring it up. I don't know. Case file. Keyboard and mouse. Case file. View is F. Notepad is N. Alright. Alright, notepad is N. Alright, so they have a daughter, but how old is their daughter? I didn't see how old their daughter was. Let me read that again. So okay. So there's Sarah. Sarah needs vaccination. So Sarah and Greta who is Greta? Because Greta can't paint. So I assume, what I'm going to assume is that the baby's name is Sarah. The baby name is Sarah. But who is Greta? Who needs to paint? Painter. Sign Greta's forms. Okay, wait a second. Is Greta like her house? I'll say housekeeper. Is Greta like her babysitter? And does Greta need? Okay, is Greta like the housekeeper? And does Greta need something else? Oh my god, let me go back to controller. Alright. So okay, wait a second. Let me look at the email again. So as far as it seems like they have wait. Okay. Hi, Mrs. Peterson. Unfortunately, I won't be able to help you this month as I'll be out of town for most of July. However, I do have a friend who I would think would be perfect for the job. What is that job? Sorry. So, I assume... Is this Greta's number? And she says Stacy, right? Stacy's number isn't up here. Stacy A regarding July's schedule. Okay. right. All right. So I'm going to. All right. Let's look more into this body situation. I feel like it had to be a babysitter though. What's this? What's this? What's this? All right, somebody was a professional nurse's. All right, we got professional nurse. So somebody's taking care of the baby. Is Greta a professional nurse? Maybe. What's this? Feed the milk at 3. Give second bottle at 7:30. Reminder that the milk is in the fridge. I will be home at 8. Carry the baby monitor at all times. Okay, so yes, Greta has to be the babysitter. It's Sarah's birthday, so it's either this. It's the 16th. It's July 16th. What time did I say the dude was released? It ended in 2005, so it didn't end yet. Okay. Diamond wedding ring for Brenda Sherman. Oh, she sold her wedding ring. Okay, she sold her wedding ring. Her name was Peterson. Her name is now Brenda Sherman. Okay, her name is Brenda Sherman. I keep doing that to back out. All right, so we know that Greta. I don't know why I call her Greta. Is Greta the babysitter? Now the question is, when was this attack? Because I don't know what the time was. Like, I need to find a clock. Here's a clock. It's like 7 something. I don't know if that is significant, but from what I assume, she didn't get home yet. Okay, here's Greta. Greta is relationship to camper. Okay, so campsunshinyyouth.com. So the camper name is Greta Sherman. The camper name is Greta. There's a lot of information here. All right, so Greta Sherman. Is Greta the daughter then? And Sarah is... Ooh. Okay, hold up. Alright, so who's this 21885 number? Alright, so... Alright, okay, so before I even go into this, right? I need to see something real quick. Damn, that was fast. Okay, so when was the restraining order? Alright, so it was filed in February. It was filed in February of 2017. Okay. Started with February 17th, 2004. And it ended in February. It ends on February 3rd, February 3rd, 2005. I apologize. My mind is all over the place. They have one daughter together whose name was Greta Peterson, which I did not read. She was 7 years old. I am tripping. Why did I not read that? Relation to person, one daughter. That's all I saw was one daughter, brother. All right. Who's Greta? All right, is Greta the babysitter? That's funny. All right, so they share one daughter who is Greta Peterson. All right. Greta Peterson is the daughter. All right. I am tripping. I know somebody's like, bro, it's right there. My bad, yo. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't looking. All right, back to the kitchen. That's where I was. All right, so Greta is a camper now. Her new name is Greta's number. I still don't know whose number that is and if it's important. So Greta, the owner of the house was Greta. Greta's the daughter. Greta Peterson, her actual name is now Greta Sherman. Their home phone is 212 blah 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 blah. This is where they live. She was born in 96. She's 7 years old. Or she's supposed to be 7 years old. They have insurance. The name of the insured their parent is Sherman. All right. Brenda's phone number is 212-250-6426. That is the 250-6426. That is the number for Brenda. And then Greta is 7 years old. She doesn't have a number, but she's a painter. And then emergency contact is Lori Sherman, who's probably Lori Peterson. Maybe, perhaps. She is the mother's sister, sister of Brenda, aunt of Greta. Alright. Her number is 212-555-0129. Now this may not be important, but I feel like it is. Let's see. Signature participant. That was on April. That was on the 5th. This is in perfect health, has no known injury issues. It exempts for any liability of injuries in the property of Whip Creek. Okay. She's supposed to be at camp in July 5th of 2004. Alright, July. Okay, she's supposed to go to camp. She's supposed to go to camp. Let's see. Form for camp signed 7/5/2004. Alright. Alright. Let's not get ahead of myself here. Alright, so the question is, this is Greta's room, right? Why is there a baby monitor? Right? Why is there a baby monitor? Oh shit. Other than a Drake millionaire north of the orbit, she pooped. I sang her a song. Sarah was not fussy today. She drank them a normal amount. All right, so 7:15. I assume that is 7:16. I would assume that break in occurred 7:16 p.m. I mean, on on 7/16 after 7:20 p.m. So, who is Sarah? So, who is Sarah? Sarah's got to be Brenda's daughter, yeah? Sarah's got to be Brenda's daughter. Sarah's birthday. Sarah's birthday is on the 22nd. That means she was born in July 22nd. Sarah's birthday is July 22nd. So if Sarah was born, Sarah is not 1 year old yet. Not 1 year old yet. We're gonna say she's 1 year old. Birthday is 7/20 something 2003. All right, so for my information that I got, there was a restraining order back in February 17, 2004. So if they only have one daughter, who is Greta, who is the father of Sarah? And what is this line here? When was the camp signed? The camp was signed on the 5th, right? So I assume that Greta was not home. She was at camp. She's supposed to be at camp from the 14th to the 21st. That's my assumption. She's supposed to be at camp from the 14th to the 17th. Possibly at camp from the 14th to the 21st. And then she's supposed to come back for her sister's birthday. So what I assume is the people that were home was the babysitter, whoever that is, and the baby, who is Sarah, who would be Sarah Sherman, right? Now we could say that maybe she was cheating on old boy, but I don't really know. She did sell her stuff, so that's also that. She said there's milk in the fridge. She'll be home at 8 p.m. I don't think any of these things have anything to do with each other. This is old. This is VCR tapes. All right, now I still haven't seen. All right, baby monitor. Look like fruit, maybe. All right, I don't know if I'm missing anything. There's butter just sitting here. Interesting. There's a sippy cup. Can I check the fridge for milk? Looks like she had an apple. Oh wait, what's this? Unicorn Parade. Was she not there? That's the question. If she got signed off, I don't know when that was. All right. So this is the mother's thing, right? So, oh, it's right here. Lillian Choi. Number belongs to Lillian Choi, or Chow. Lillian Chow is babysitter. Alright. I wish they would have said that though. Alright. So what the hell? I didn't mean to put that away. Alright, so going back to, damn it, I did not look at that. Going back to this clue list here. What's my exam questions? We're looking for who broke into an apartment, who was present, who was killed, and who's the killer. Alright, now I don't know if I'm missing anything. I didn't want to look at the thing to the left. I didn't look. I still haven't looked at it. I just know there are specific areas and specific. There's things in the room that I should know. What's this? Here's a bullet casing. It was a 9 millimeter. It was a 9 millimeter. 9 millimeter. Shell found. I don't know if that was used, but it definitely was found. All right, let's see. Because I was thinking that the little kids stayed home at first. So let's see. It looks like Lillian was called at 10 a.m. Lillian was called at 10 a.m. and then there was a call at 6:46, and the last call was at 2:12, which was to the baby, was to the aunt. The last call was to the aunt. I don't know what the 646 number is though. Is it in here? There is no 646 number. Let's look at this email. Is there numbers in here? So it looks like the aunt was called. Let me see. Feed the milk at 3 p.m. All right. She woke up. Sarah was not as fussy as today. She drank the same amount as usual. 2:50 woke up. So I assume that your Brenda left. I don't think Brenda was shot. I think Lillian was shot. Excuse me. I think Lillian was shot. My thing is, if the killer came into the baby's bedroom, did they pick her up or did they look at her? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, here's Greta. I did really well in my tests, and I still have 2 more tests to go. I wanted to show mommy and daddy. Maybe they'll become happy if they see how smart I am. But mommy was angry and said daddy wasn't coming home. Did daddy get a timeout? I miss daddy, and sometimes I smell his favorite bottle to remind myself what he used to smell like. Mommy gets upset when she saw the bottle, and she made me throw it away, and I secretly kept one. Mommy is so busy, I don't really like having babysitters. If only daddy and mommy could make up, but it's too late. Mommy and daddy are liars. They told me I will always need to make up with my friends when we fight. They told me to forgive Sarah for whenever she takes or breaks my stuff, but they don't make up. Even though they aren't together anymore, I still hear them fighting over the phone sometimes. Mommy says she's going to keep daddy away from us. Daddy says he's going to rescue us from mommy. Why can't they just stay together? Okay, so they have 2 daughters together. Okay. Camp Sunshine. Camp Sunshine is from the 14th, July 14th to the 21st. And I said that, okay, from the 14th. Yeah, for the 14th to the 21st. Right. So she's not even here. Greta is not home currently, which I figured. Oh, there's a safe open. Okay, we got some money. We got a couple of stacks of 20s too. God damn. Somebody rich, ain't it? Birth certificate of Sarah, the father of the child. Her name is Brenda Sherman. Did she go back to her original name? Her name is, okay, so Sarah Peterson. Not Sherman. Clyde Camp Peterson. That's his fault. That's his daughter too. Okay. Which that's what I figured. She was born in 7/22. This month is a single. She was okay. But they said that she only had 1 daughter. Why did they lie? Brenda Sherman. Did she not take his name? Or were they divorced at the time? I didn't see when if they got divorced. I know they had a restraining order back in 2004. So a year before they got a restraining order. So that's what I don't understand. Why say it's... Oh. Here's Greta. Also, okay. Clyde Kit Peterson. Her name was always Sherman. Her name was always Sherman. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything out of here. She was born in 2003. She's born in 96 in Queens. So Greta Peterson and Sarah Peterson. All right. So Greta Peterson is Greta. So, but okay. Oh. How to lubricate. All right. There was ammunition in here. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. 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 So we never seen this. Oh, I didn't look at this. Some ale and some smokes. That was at 11:18. That was today at 11:18 a.m. I don't know where that is technically. So he bought some cigarettes and some smoke. Am I missing anything else? I don't think so. I think his goal was to figure out where his daughters were. Now this is what I don't understand. This is on the outside, right? No, I guess you could do it from that through the thing and then tug on it. Maybe? Okay. So I have a list of who was there, the baby monitor and all this other stuff. The baby who was Sarah. Okay. The baby who was Sarah. And alright, so now what happened and who got what happened with this shot here? Okay. Looks like the person got shot in the this, considering that they're laying like this, they got shot in the left side here and then finally in the head. So there was 2 bullets, 2 shots. Okay, so I want to. So there was a. So all right. So I know who was. I don't know who was shot yet. I don't know who was shot, but those 2 bullets, both through and through. They must have collapsed, fell on the ground, and as they were laying there dying, they got shot in the head. The problem is I don't see how the person escaped. There isn't any way they could have escaped. So they must have got caught. Okay. Areas inaccessible. Areas inaccessible. Okay. Areas inaccessible. Well, the person didn't leave through the front door. I assume they left through the back door. I mean, the back door. I assume they left through that door. There was 1 pair of shoes. These are 9.5s. All right. There's 1 pair of shoes. 9.5s. Women's. 9.5 women's. All right. So, did they move yet? He didn't know where they were. So I can only assume that there was only 2 people here. It was Sarah and it was her babysitter, right? I believe that, what's his name? Clyde. Clyde came in through the window, jiggy rigged it, spilled his daughter's paint. No, spilled the dirt off the thing, which is fucking stupid. Why is there gun in the daughter's room? Or is this the mother's room? No, it's got to be the daughter's room. Spilled the paint, or spilled the dirt in the daughter's room. Walked over, visited his daughter. Now, that's the thing. That's the thing that doesn't make sense. Who opened this? Who opened the safe? It wasn't about money, so it wasn't a burglary. He walked into the room. And this area is pretty trashed. So maybe the babysitter was in this front area, right? Now, I don't know if the babysitter has training like that to be shooting somebody. She was eating her Snicker bar. All right, so this is how I believe it played out. me. Let's go revisit that, right? So what I believe happened was that Clyde Kent Peterson walked through the door, went and jiggy-rigged and opened up the window. He spilled over the dirt. He walked through the dirt, walked over to see his daughter. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if he picked her up, but the baby monitor was there, and so she must have made a sound or something like that. He may have picked her up. He may not have picked her up. I do not know. I don't think so, but we'll see. He was decided to keep walking, and he walked into this room, and I assume he was looking for some kind of something in this room area here, and the babysitter must have heard it on the baby monitor. She stopped eating her Snickers bar. She went behind him, went into the room, opened up the safe, got the gun. He was probably saw her, was stunned. She shot him in the left side. He fell on the wall here, and then he probably stumbled and dropped and fell on the floor, and she executed him by shooting him in the head. That's what I believe. But I wouldn't know what he's looking for. That's my problem. That's what I believe. Now, I could be wrong, but that's just why I believe, with everything that's out of here, what do I believe? What I believe. The problem is, I don't know. The last call was at 2:15, right? Today is July 17th, July 16th. Today is July 16th, and it had to have occurred after that time. This inbox was. This is 7-1. This is 7-1. This doesn't make sense. This is 6:15. This is 6:29. Okay. I don't care if he stays in jail. He was in jail for a bit. We received, hello, Mrs. Peterson. We received your request to change your address and name. We have processed your change in address. The updated will show on your next bank statement. However, in order to properly have your name changed, we'll have to actually stop by with a legal government issue. And this is where it became weird, because on the birth certificate, her name is Brenda Sherman. Now, I assume that legally her name is Brenda Peterson. So I didn't understand that. I don't know if any of the other numbers is important, but I didn't see any other numbers. So Sarah, form. Okay. I'm going to put what I believe happened into the thing now. Pray for me that I remember. All right. So I believe that Clyde Kent Peterson was the one who broke into the apartment. I believe that, shit, I can't see her name. Damn, I can't see her name. I believe that Lillian Chow was there. And I believe that Sarah Peterson was there. I don't know if she changed her name. I don't know if she changed her name. Lori Sherman, Brenda Sherman. Okay, her original name was Lori, right? So the baby's birth name is Peterson, yeah? The baby's birth name is Peterson. Greta's birth name is Peterson. So did she change it to Sherman? That's just gonna fuck me up. Did she change her daughter's name to Sherman? Oh, don't help me. I'm just trying to figure out where the exam is at. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna say Sherman. Now, the problem is who was killed and who was the killer. I assume that the killed was the dude, was the dad. I assumed he was killed, and the babysitter probably shot him. I've assumed the babysitter shot him. I assume. Alright, so who was killed? I believe that Clyde Kent Peterson was killed. And I believe the killer was Lillian Cho. Alright, here we go. We about to see if I was correct. I'm trying to think of, is there anything else that I'm missing? Because she did wear her own shoes. Alright, I gotta walk out here. Alright, y'all. We about to see if I was correct. I'm about to submit. Oh my god, I don't want to see. Oh, I know I made it big. I don't want y'all to see either. It says, do I want to submit my answers? I'm about to submit my answers. Let's see what happens. Fuck! Oh my god. I got 2 out of the 4 questions answered. So I didn't answer. Oh, who was present during the break-in? It wasn't. Okay, so I was right for 2 questions. The person who broke into the apartment was Clyde. The person who was killed was also Clyde, but the killing wasn't Lillian. Was it?
Which case file would you like to tackle? Loading scenario.
So the mother came home.
Loading complete.
I don't know what time she said that she'd be around at 8. God damn. Do I keep my... Okay, yes, I did keep my stuff. Alright, so... But there was only... Okay, what am I missing? Greta wasn't there. I assume who was present during the break-in. I assume that obviously Clyde Kent Peterson was there. But maybe I spelled her name wrong. They said that Lillian wasn't the killer, and it couldn't have been the 7-year-old who wasn't there, and it couldn't have been the baby. It's the only other person that, you know what I thought about? It can only be Brenda. So maybe the door was open. The front door was open. The front door was open. If the front door was open, the only person that could have got the gun out of the safe would have been Brenda. And so Brenda, wow. Brenda was home?
Which case file would you like
what?
to tackle? Loading scenario.
What?
Loading complete. Good luck.
What? what? All right. What doesn't make sense to me is Brenda. It was at 11. Okay, this is at 11:35. What? Okay, so she. I'll be home at 8 o'clock. Went to sleep. 7:20. So she wasn't there? I don't. That's the only thing that doesn't make sense to me. So was Brenda there too? Is that what they're trying to say? Is that Brenda was there too? Who was present? Okay. If she, well, Brenda couldn't have been there during the break-in, but that doesn't make sense. Or is the fact that Clyde wasn't there in the break?
Which case file would you like to tackle?
Was the daughter not there? I'm so confused. All right, well, I'm confused. I got who to kill. I got who broke in. I got who killed them and all that stuff. Well, I got who killed who he was killed by. All right, let's see what missing evidence I got. I'm missing stuff. I'm missing stuff out of the bedroom. I'm missing a scribbled note in the bedroom. Scribbled note. Let me see. Digital clock. Digital clock. The clock. The clock says 11:35. Oh wait. Greta Sherman. This has nothing to do with nothing. Oh wait, here we go. We're going to camp this summer. He's forgotten his homework. Mrs. Willard. Okay, this is not important. She's smart though. She's smart. That's nice. But that's not important. There was the brochure, which I found. I found the ammo box. I found the baby monitor. I found the birth certificates. I found the manual. I found the brochure. I found the diary, the digital clock, the receipt, the scribbled note, and the window. I checked the window several times now. Excuse me. Something out of here. It's the ammo. It's this, that. What the hell is this under this? I don't know how any of this would help me to figure out what happened. Alright, we got the bullet casing. Bullet casing. She couldn't have been home. Is that a bullet casing? Oh, the gun. Brother, what the fuck? I didn't even see the gun in front of me this entire time. It's crazy. The actual gun was in front of me. The actual murder weapon was in my fucking face. And I never seen it. I never seen it. I was looking straight at the gun this entire time. That's funny. That's hilarious. There's a calculator. I picked up that gun casing and I picked up this gun casing. So why is it only saying that I only found 1 out of 2? All right, so what I'm confused about is that's weird, but okay. What I don't understand. Who was home? Was Lillian not there? So we know Brenda killed them. We know Clyde was killed by Brenda. We know Clyde broke into the apartment. But who was present during the break-in? I feel like that what doesn't make sense is how wasn't Lillian there? Alright, let's see. I'll spell Sarah. Sherman. Brenda Sherman. Alright. Because I feel like the babysitter was there, right? Yeah, like, what the fuck? I don't think Brenda was there at all. That's my problem. I don't feel like Brenda was there at all because you'd have to have been there afterward the break-in. You know what I mean? That's pissing me off. What the fuck? I'm getting upset. And I have to keep restarting this too, so it's pissing me off. Alright. I don't think Brenda was there. I do believe that Lillian... What if I'm spelling her name wrong? What if I'm spelling her name wrong and that's the problem? Alright, hold on. Where was Lillian's name again? Like, on a piece of paper? It's in here. Lillian Choi. Lillian Choi with an I. That's the babysitter. Now, muddy footprints? Yeah, I seen that. What the hell? Help me! Help me! Image viewer. I don't have any images. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I feel like Lillian and Sarah were there. Maybe these two? Maybe that was it? Is Sarah's name not... Oh, Sarah may not be a Sherman. Sarah may not be a Sherman. Sarah may not be a Sherman. I didn't even... I never came to that point. I never said that her name was changed. The only person's name was changed was Greta. So maybe it's being specific? Maybe it's being specific? Hold on, I gotta do it like this. So maybe it's Sarah Peterson? Also, wait, is Sarah's name actually Sarah with an H? Or is it Sarah with a... Is it Sarah with an H or Sarah with a Y? I mean, just an A. Sarah with an H. Alright, so Sarah can have... Okay. Alright, Sarah Peterson, Brenda. Alright, let's see. Damn. But I also haven't put... I didn't put Kevin Peterson. At this point, I'm just trying to figure out who all were there. Who all gonna be there?
Loading complete. Good luck.
Who all gonna be there type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm gonna try this one more time. And then if I don't figure this out, then I'm gonna look it up. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, what happened specifically, you know what I mean? I don't see why Clyde, I spelled his name wrong.
Which case file would you like to tackle? Loading scenario. Loading
Greta
complete. Good luck.
Greta wouldn't have been there. That's my thing. Like, Greta wouldn't have been in there. He had to have snuck in here. Oh god. Now at this point I'm just getting pissed. Cause Greta was gone until the 21st. And Brenda they said the digital clock. The last person who was called was 212-555-09, which was the aunt. Was the aunt there too? As an emergency contact? But why was the aunt called so early? Why was the aunt called? Yeah, I don't know. Informed consent that is in perfect health is no known in the ways also exempt from inliability. Is it submitted? What a camp participant? Oh, this form must be submitted to Camp Sunshine Youth Camp, administered before the camp participate in any activities. She never sent it in. So Greta had to be Greta was home. Was Greta home? Is that what I'm tripping? Is that why I'm... Brother, I don't fucking know. I'm trying to get this right answer, bro. I'm trying to get this right answer. I realized that my face is on the screen that entire time. But I promise you didn't miss anything. So, Clyde Kent Peterson. And remove this. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. We did it. Alright, that was it. So Brenda was home. That what got me was that it didn't say that she was home. So I didn't understand. That was it. Alright, well, thank y'all for watching me play Scene Investigators. I gotta do better next time. Y'all probably figured out before I did, but I tried my best. I'm sorry. I love you guys and I appreciate y'all. If you're doing it, fucks with me for real, do drop the hashtag backpack in the compensation section. Follow me on all my socials on Mac of All Games everywhere. I do stream on Twitch and I'm trying to stream on YouTube from 8 to 10 a.m. on Mondays and Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 8 p.m. to whenever. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a great night. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Peace.